Hi, welcome to today's Yin Vin Flow. For today's practice, we're working with a blanket, a bolster or a pillow, and a block. We're gonna start with the Yin portion and we're gonna start lying on our belly. So you can set your other props off and then bring your blanket towards the top of the mat. I have mine folded in a little rectangle. And you're gonna use the blanket as just a little cushion for your forehead. So you can keep it in this rectangle or fold it just a bit more for a little more cushion. Hands can rest down by your hips, or I prefer mine up kind of under my forehead area. As you're ready, make any adjustments that you need to, and then allow yourself to settle into stillness. Just noticing that rise and fall of your belly against the mat. Breathe here. Give yourself 3 more rounds of breath here. When you're ready, press into the mat, lifting your upper body for Sphinx pose. That'll be our next shape. You can bring either that blanket under your rib cage, or I prefer the bolster, just a little more lift. Allowing here your elbows to soften into the mat, or I should say press into the mat. If you notice that Sphinx sometimes feels a little hard to keep that upper body engagement, you can always lower your chin to the block. I find that that for me has been feeling better lately than lowering my forehead to the block. So just finding whatever works for you. Soft low body, engaged upper body, and then eyes soften or close as you're ready. Continuing to move nice and slow. On an inhale, you can press away from the mat, pressing yourself to a tabletop here for just a moment. Maybe give a few hip shifts just side to side. And we'll prepare for deer pose, or we call this 90-90 in our vinyasa practices. Bring your right foot in front, so your right shin parallel towards the top of the mat, or as parallel as is available for you. Your left shin parallel along the long edge of the mat. So start here, just noticing your hips. This, for some bodies, is the full extension. We'll start to fold forward just as far as feels comfortable. So you might have a block, bring your forearms down to just the block, perhaps block in bolster or block in blanket. Whatever height feels right for you. Your head can be heavy, soft tuck of the chin towards the chest, and then breathe here. Slowly begin to press away from your supports, lifting your upper body. Start to bring your hands behind your hips and then soles of the feet to the mat, bringing those in front of you. You're welcome just to stay here, pressing your chest towards your knees, or windshield wipers. If the little movement in the hips feels good, go for it. We'll pause when you come back to center. And then set up for the other side. That left shin's parallel to the top of the mat, right shin along the edge. Now again, bodies are different side to side. I noticed this in 90-90. So adjust your props as you need to. Maybe a little higher or lower setting on this side of the body. Allow yourself any adjustments that need to be made, any shifts in the body. And then once again, allow yourself just to breathe here. Checking back in with your breath. Use an inhale to press out of the shape. Once again, hands behind the hips, soles of the feet to the mat. Maybe you just press your chest towards your knees or add in those windshield wipers here, a little more movement. Giving yourself a few rounds, and we'll set up for straddle pose. So taking whatever blocks you need, legs extend long. Reminder that in yin, we're coming to just about 70%. So legs at about 70%, not looking for your deepest, fullest expression here. Getting into some of the soft tissue with these stretches. So set up props in front of you to support your body. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hinge forward. Soften into stillness. Slight tuck of the chin towards the chest. Upper body can round here as much as feels good. And breathe. Start to bring awareness back to your breath. You might wiggle your toes here just a bit, pointing and flexing. Then press your upper body out of this shape, squeezing those shoulder blades together for a long spine. Bring a bend to the knees, soles of the feet to the mat. Can set the props off towards the side. Bringing your soles of the feet closer to hip distance. Inhale, pull your heart towards your knees. Exhale out the mouth. One more round. Inhale here. Exhale out the mouth. Then however is comfortable, make your way to a tabletop. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Inhale to drop your belly, lift your gaze. Exhale, round your spine, tuck your chin. Inhale for cow, belly drops, gaze lifts. Exhale to round. Another breath here. Inhale, cow, squeeze the shoulder blades. Exhale, cat, shoulder blades slide away from each other. Pause at neutral. Extend your left leg long for just a moment and then bring left foot out towards the side. Foot lands off the mat. Tuck your back toes. Sink your hips back. Half planters, half childs. Just a breath here. When you're ready, release, come back to neutral, left knee under the hips. Other side, inhale, extend right leg long behind you. Then bring right foot out towards the side, plant it off the mat. Sink your hips back, half childs, half planters. Just one breath. And return back to neutral. As you're ready, walk your hands forward about a handprint. Tuck your toes, lift your hips. First down dog here. So pedal out your legs. Shift your hips side to side. And then on an inhale, extend your right leg up towards the sky. Exhale, step it between your hands and then lower your back knee. Lifting your arms here, Anjaneyasana. Bring right hand to left wrist, side stretch towards the right. Full breath here. Next, inhale, release, arms extend, hands to the mat. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee, step back to down dog. Inhale, sweep left leg to sky. Exhale, step it between your hands, lower the back knee, arms lift. Anjaneyasana on this side. Left hand to right wrist. Side stretch towards the left. Lifting out of that right hip. Next, inhale back to center. Exhale, hands to the mat. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee. Step back to downward facing dog. Inhale, bend your knees and look forward. Exhale, step or hop to the top of the mat. Inhale, a half lift, flat back. Exhale, fold, release. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, reach all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms reach up, pinky spiral in. Exhale, hinge from your hips, forward fold. Inhale for a half lift, flat back. Exhale, plant your hands, step or hop back to plank. Inhale and plank. Exhale, lower all the way to the mat. Untuck your toes. Inhale, lift your heart for cobra. Exhale, back to the mat. Inhale, press up to your plank. Exhale, hips up and back. Downward facing dog. 3 rounds of breath. If tabletop, maybe some more cat-cows would feel good for you, or a child's pose, you are welcome to go for that. Making your way back to down dog if you're not already there. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, step or hop to the top of the mat. Inhale, a half lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair, hips sink down, fingertips lift. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale here, weight in the heels. Exhale, fold, release. Inhale, a half lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step or hop back to plank. Inhale in plank. Exhale, chaturanga or the mat. Inhale, up dog or cobra, heart pulls forward. Exhale, hips up and back, down dog. Inhale, sweep right leg to the sky. Exhale, step it between your hands, warrior one. Back foot in and out at 45 degrees. Arms lift. Press into that back heel. Then hands come to the mat. Step back to plank position. Inhale in plank. Exhale, chaturanga or the mat. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, meet back in downward facing dog. Inhale, sweep left leg to the sky. Exhale, step it between your hands, back foot in and out. Warrior one, Virabhadrasana one. Breathe here, pressing into that back leg. Next breath, hands to the mat. Step back to plank. Inhale in plank. Exhale, chaturanga or the mat. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, hips up and back, down dog. Inhale, lift your heels high off the mat. Exhale, make your way to child's. Just a few rounds of breath here. Forehead can rest on the mat. Arms wherever it feels comfortable. Check in with that pace of your breath. As you're ready, make your way back to a downward facing dog. Inhale, bend your knees and look forward. Exhale, step or hop to the top of the mat. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, fold, release. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, arms reach up towards the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, a half lift, flat back. Exhale, plant your hands, step just your left foot back. Warrior two, so back foot spins parallel to the short edge of the mat. Arms at shoulder height. Inhale, right palm flips up, reach forward. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Inhale, extended side angle, left arm overhead. Exhale, back to warrior two. Inhale, straighten your front leg, hips back, fingertips forward, triangle. Right arm reaches down, left arm reaches up, long spine. Next breath, bend into your front knee, return to warrior two. Exhale here. Inhale, pivot to the ball of the back foot, crescent pose. Exhale, hands to the mat. Left hand stays planted, right arm lifts. Next breath, right hand back to the mat. Step forward, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant your hands. This time, step just your right foot back. Same sequence, other side. Back foot parallel to the short edge of the mat. Inhale, left palm flips up, reach forward. Exhale, reverse warrior. Inhale, extended side angle, right arm overhead. Exhale for warrior two. Inhale, straighten your front leg, triangle, hips back, fingertips forward. Find space between those arms. Left arm reaches down, right arm reaches up, opening that chest. Inhale, bend into your front knee. Exhale here. Inhale, pivot to the ball of that back foot. Woo. Crescent pose, arms frame the face. Exhale, hands to the mat. Right hand stays planted, left arm opens. Next breath, left arm plants. Step forward, forward fold. Inhale for a half lift. Exhale, fold and release. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, root through your feet, reach up nice and tall. Exhale, hands to heart center. Taking your feet wide here. Heels might be on the mat, toes splayed off. Bring in some malasana. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale, sink down just for your edge in yogi squat. You might be here, you might be down here. Inhale, we'll lift up. Exhale, sink down. Twice more. Inhale to extend tall. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, extend. Exhale, malasana. Inhale, step to the top of the mat. Exhale, hands together, feet back under your hips. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Next breath, step your left foot back for a wide stance. So even wider than malasana, as much as feels good in your legs. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale, fold down, wide leg forward fold. Inhale, wide leg half lift, shoulders towards hip height. On an exhale, bend into your left knee, coming here for just side lunge. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, pulse to the left. Inhale to center. Do that 3 more times. Exhale to pulse. Inhale, center. Exhale, pulse. Inhale, center. Pausing this time in the pulse. You can stay right here or sink down for skandasana. Hip towards your heel. Right heel presses into the mat, toes to the sky. But again, finding your edge. If it feels fun, left hand can stay planted. Right arm opens to the sky. Just a bit of a twist. Next breath, hands to the mat. Return to wide leg forward fold. Other side. Exhale, bend into your right knee. Inhale to center. Exhale to pulse. Inhale, center. 3 more. Exhale, side lunge. Inhale, center. Exhale, side lunge. Inhale, center. Exhale, pause here. You can stay right here. This might be enough on that left inner thigh. Or sink down, skandasana on this side. Maybe your right hand plants. Left arm opens, just a bit of a twist here, wherever you need to be. Next breath, hands to the mat. Return to wide leg forward folds. Release here, head hangs heavy. Then on an inhale, extend all the way up towards the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. Then step to the top of the mat. Inhale, arms reach up, look up. Exhale, everything hangs heavy, forward fold. Inhale, a half lift, squeeze your shoulder blades. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to plank. Inhale and plank, puff up the back of your heart. Exhale, lower all the way down. Untuck your toes, lift your heart for Sphinx. Elbows press into the mat, returning to this shape from the beginning of practice. Bringing softness to your low body. Engaging that upper body. You can stay right here. If you'd like less sensation, you can bring forehead to stacked hands. If you'd like more sensation, you can bring your hands out to 45 degrees, press into your palms for seal. If there's any zinging or pinching, release it. We're here or wherever you are for one full breath. As you're ready, lower down, creating that little pillow with your hands. Rest your forehead on the back of your palms. Breathing here. Returning to this crocodile shape. I don't know if I mentioned, but yeah, this is what the pose is called in yin, crocodile. And then as you're ready, press back. Hips towards your heels, child's pose. Knees as wide or as narrow as feels good for you. I might suggest hands back by your heels for this round of balasana, but whatever version allows your shoulders to release. Give yourself a few breaths right here. On an inhale, slowly lift your upper body out of that shape. Swipe your heels out from under your seat. And then bring your feet together for diamond pose. Soles of the feet pull away from your body. Inhale to lengthen here, crown of the head lifts. Exhale, hinge forward, fold forward. Hands can rest on your toes. Maybe forearms come under your shins if that feels good in your body. Wherever you are, see if you can find a slight tuck of the chin towards the chest. Breathe here. Next breath, press away from that fold, lifting your upper body. Bring your knees together, soles of the feet to the mat, and then slowly recline down. Knees stay pointing up towards the sky. Inhale to extend right leg up towards the sky. Exhale, right knee over left like you're seated at a chair. Arms at a T or cactus shape. Shift your hips to the right, knees fall to the left. Now twisted roots might feel a little too intense for that twist in the low body. If that's the case, you can always unwind, stacking your knees. Goal here is to soften into the twist as much as feels good for you. So find the version that allows you to find some softness in your body. Trusting your pace. Use your next inhale to guide back to center, unwinding your legs, hips centered on the mat. Next breath, extend left leg towards the sky, bend left knee over right. Hip shift to the left, knees fall to the right. Twisted roots or reclined supine twist on this side. Finding those adjustments that work for you. Breathe into the shape. Use your inhale to come back to center. As you're ready, knees hug into the chest. Tight little squeeze, yogi hug, forehead up towards your knees, knees towards your forehead. And then extend into Shavasana. Legs extend long. Arms hang heavy. Scan the body to see where you can bring in just a little more softness. Where are you still holding on? Reminding ourselves this pose is just as important as any other shape we took today. And I'll let you know when it's time to come out. body can remain still. If it feels good and is available to you today, you are more than welcome to stay in this place of rest. If it's time to close out your practice, start by deepening your inhales and exhales. Notice that rise and fall in your chest. Add in the gentle movement that feels good to wake up your body. Just anything that intuitively feels nice, like rocking your head side to side, maybe a good morning stretch. And when you're ready, taking your time, make your way to a fetal position on either side. Pausing there before you press up to a comfortable, easy seat. Eyes can stay soft or closed here, feeling into these last few moments of practice for some gratitude. You made time for yourself today, honored your body with movement and with rest, allowing that importance to sink in. We'll close with a collective breath. Can exhale to prepare. Inhale, reach your arms up towards the sky. Exhale, draw your hands to heart center. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me today. Thank you for being part of this rad community, and I hope you have a beautiful day.